Hey, I hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from Extreme Fingerpicking, and in this lesson we're learning Tommy Emmanuel's version of Martin Taylor's One Day. Okay, so this song is number 58 on my top 60 fingerpicking songs to learn of all time list. If you haven't seen that list, make sure you do check it out. It's my top 60 fingerpicking songs from beginner to advanced, and we've been learning one song each and every week, and we're very close to the end of it now. So check out the list. If you like the songs and you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any great fingerstyle guitar lessons and learning these songs. Anyway, let's get going with this wonderful song, One Day. Alright, so if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to get the whole lesson for it, as always, it is available on the site completely for free at extremefingerpicking.com. We get the whole tab and the whole lot over there. So this is such an incredibly beautiful song. I can't really put into words how wonderful I think this song is. Martin Taylor wrote it after his son tragically passed away. And I heard it and it just sent shivers up my spine. It's just outrageously good. So I really hope that you enjoy this one. It's a tricky one, it's complicated, there's loads going on and there's a huge amount to get through. So let's get on with it. Ooh. That's your first little line. So you're playing a natural harmonic on the 12 with the A. Sorry, first things first, capo on the 2nd fret and you're in drop D tuning. So once you're there, natural harmonic on 12 of the A, 12 on the D, and then open high E, and we're in 6/8 time here. So once you've done that, quick hammer onto the 2nd fret on the E string, so, and then pull off from 5 to 2 on the high E string, so like that, and then a really quick hammer, pull off, so that's 2, hammer 5, pull off to the 2, and then open high E, and then 3rd on the B, open B, and then open B, hammer the 1st, pull off the 1st on the B, and then 2nd on the G. Okay, natural harmonics on the 12th fret of the A, D, G and B. And then we've got, so that's 10th fret on the high E, hammer 7 to 9, and then hammer 5 to 7. So, or like that. Slide back up to the 9th fret. And then 7th fret on the high E, hammer the 8, pull off, 10 on the B, pull off to the 7, and then back on. Okay, so you've gone. And you've got to get your vibrato and put your heart into it a little bit and really make it mean something when you play this one. So once you come out of that, then you get so that, slightly different this time, harmonic on the open A, harmonic on the 12 of the G, then 2 on the high E string, pull off, and then 3, open, 3, 3 on the B string. And then it goes back to the start. And you put all of that, well, it goes through all of that twice. Then once you've got that, the second time, instead of hanging there and going back to the beginning, that leads into one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. So let's get stuck into that part now. Okay, so the verse goes like this. And then you're into your next section. So holding down basically a D chord, second on the G, third on the B. Play the E string with the B string, open D, second on the G, and then you've got this nice D with a C sharp in the bass. The third fret on the B string with the fourth fret on the A, high E string second fret, and then 5th fret, and that slides up to the 10. Okay, so then when you play that 10 on the high E string, also play the 9 on the low E string, open D, then 7 and 7 on the G and the B. Play the 10 again on the high E, and then you go down and play 7th fret on the high E, and then hammer the 9th fret, and then off to the 7 again. So that's like, and then down to exactly the same shape, but you play the 4th fret on the E string, and then 2nd on the G and the B, and then 5 on the high E. So once you've done that, you play the 4 on the E and the 5 on the high E. Open D, then the G and the B, 2nd fret. Back to the D, open, 2nd fret on the high E, and then 3rd on the B. So it's like, okay, so you've got, that's your next bar. So I use my thumb and I clamp down on the 5th, on the low E string, 7 on the G and the high E. Play those 3, you might want to roll your fingers across those 3 strings. Open D, G, 7 again, high E, 7, and then 5 on the high E, 6 on the G, and slide down to the 2nd. So it's like, and then you're on a D chord, and with that, lift off your 2nd finger and play the open E string, 2nd fret on the G and open high E, and then you hammer the 2nd on the high E. Okay, and then 2nd on the high E again, 3rd on the B, and then 4th fret on the A with open high E, 3rd on the B to a B minor shape, and holding down that B minor shape, play the 2 on the A and the 3 on the B, then 4 on the D, 4 on the G, lift off the A string, play open, then 4th on the D and open B. So that's like, sorry, still got it wrong. I changed my 2nd finger there because we go. Okay, so here on this chord, I'm playing 6 on the E, 4 on the G, and 3 on the B. Again, roll my fingers. Open D, open E, open D, and then slide 5 and 5 on the G and the B up to the 7, and then it's to like an A7 chord. So open A with the 5th fret on the B, 5 on the D, 4 on the G, and then shift up into a D chord and play 7 on the G, 7 on the B, 5 on the high E. Okay, I know I'm going over this at quite a speed, but there's just so much to get through. And then, once you've done that, 10th fret on the A and the B, A and the E together, 9 on the D, open G and open B, and then the 10 on the high E again. And then slide from 7 to 9 on the high E string, and then a quick hammer to the 10, pull off, and then 12 on the B. Okay, so, and then we've got this shape right here. So holding down, bar in the 9th fret, 10 on the B, 11 on the D, play the A and the B string together, then pick through D string, G string, B string, open high E, 3rd on the B, and then this bit I found really hard when I first learned how to play this song. Hard because with your second, well, I'll talk you through it. Hold down the 4th fret of the E, and then 3rd of the G, and then pinky on the 5th. And I think you bar in the 2nd fret across from the D to the high E. With that held down, play the E string, the G string, and the B string, and then the D, and then you've got to play the 3rd fret and the 2nd fret on the B and the E. So lift off your pinky. And I found it so hard because with your 2nd finger, you're playing the 3rd fret on the G and the B. So yeah, I really struggled with that. Okay, but once you've got that, play the D string after. Well, yeah. Back to the E string, pinky goes back on, the B string, 5th fret, play that with the G. Then the D string, 2nd fret again. And then it gets a bit easier after that. Next chord, 3rd on the B, 4th on the G, and 5th on the E. Play those together. D string, 4th on the G again, and then lift off the 1st and 2nd finger and play those 2 strings open, the G and the B, with the E string. And then down, 4th fret on the E string, with the 2 and the 3 on the G and the B, open high E. So you've gone. Then we have this shape, that's 2nd on the E, 4th on the G, 3rd on the B, and then 2 on the A, 4 on the D, open B, hammer to the 3rd, and then open high E, and then yeah, so then we get this really nice chord, 3rd fret on the B string, 4th on the G, 5th on the D, hold that down, play the A and the B together, D, G, open B this time, and then, so there I'm holding down the 1st fret of the A string and the 3rd fret, you can play those 2 together, open high E, to that B minor shape again, and holding down that B minor chord, play the A and the B together, D, G. So once you've done that, then play the, so you've gone, lift off your 1st finger and play open A and open high E, and quickly hammer the 2nd fret of the G, 2nd fret of the high E, and then play it again and quickly pull off. And then to the 3rd fret of the B. And then 1st fret of the G, 2nd fret of the E, play those together. Open D, 1st on the G, and then all together E string, G string and B string, holding down just those 2 notes. So back to this chord, and then back to this chord. Okay, so D, 2nd on the G, 3rd on the B, 4th on the E, open high E, and then to this chord again, 3rd on the B, 4th on the G, 5th on the E, play those all together, open D, 4th on the G, and then lift off again, and then down, open, high E, and then it's a really nice chord. So I'm playing 3 on the B, open G, 4th on the D, and then I'm barring 2 and 2 on the E string and the A string. So you kind of roll your fingers through that, and then arpeggiate. So after the roll, I play A, D, G, B, and then almost there. Open A string with the 4th fret on the G, play those together. Then 3 on the B with 5 on the D. So that's why I'm holding my fingers down in position like this. And then 3rd fret on the B, 3rd fret on the G with an open E, and then you're in. So much going on there, and I know I went over that really fast, but there's not really another way to do it unless you want to be here for about 4 hours. So yeah, good luck with that. It's hard, but we've got to keep moving on. So over on the website you can get the full lesson there. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and head over to 6stringfingerpicking.com where you can get the remainder of this lesson and loads more fingerstyle guitar lessons. I'll see you over there. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.